and then I was free as a bird. Hey you guys, what's up? If you're new here, you need to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and also turn on your notifications. If you are not new here, then welcome back. I love having y'all. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. So you guys can tell by today's video, I am going to be talking about my quarantine experience. And yeah, I am in my favorite place in the world, and that is the Virgin Islands, okay? And I had to be quarantined for about 2 weeks. I also had to take the COVID test. So I'm going to be telling you guys what that experience was like as well. 14 days being quarantined. First of all, guys, I had hell coming here. If you have not watched my travel vlog about my experience getting here, what are you doing? Go back, watch that, and then come back to this video, because your girl was stressed that day. Like, getting here was hell, to be honest. It was a long day, and I just wasn't expecting my travel day to be that long, because if you watch the vlog, you'll see some things happened. And yeah, so I got here finally. Then I was quarantined for 2 weeks. Basically, the Virgin Islands are only accepting citizens right now. So you can't visit, unfortunately, if you are not a citizen. There's also still a curfew here. It's running from about midnight to 5 a.m. They've been pushing it. So hopefully it might be gone in the next few weeks. We'll see. But I was isolated for the full 14 days. I came in the first batch of people. I was fortunate enough to be able to be in what they call your personal residence, to be quarantined. They do have the government quarantine, but I was not in that batch of people that needed to be in the government quarantine. So I am definitely glad that I made travel plans really early, so I got myself back home fast. So that experience, you basically had to get approved by the government for you to get to the Virgin Islands. Basically had to prove my citizenship. You had to fill out a whole thing online. They have like a whole website. You had to wait for approval. The place of residence had to be inspected, then approved. Then you basically got like a travel authorization from the government saying that, okay, you can board the flight to fly into the Virgin Islands. That whole process, it took about 2 weeks, to be honest, from the time that I submitted my application online. It took about 2 weeks. That process kind of stressed me out, to be honest, because child, I was waiting for a few things to be finalized before I got on the flight. Yeah, that in itself, that 2-week process to get approved and all of that in itself was a little stressful, because you basically had to wait until a certain amount of steps are done, then the next step. So you pretty much couldn't move on until like this was submitted, then this was reviewed and approved, then the inspection was done and that was approved. Talk about being quarantined for the 14 days. I think I was okay. I don't want to say that I was bored, because I definitely tried to keep myself occupied. I definitely began watching a lot of shows. I also began listening to podcasts again. That definitely helped me to kind of like kill the time. I was completely isolated, so I didn't have like any human interaction. Like, my food would just be like dropped off. I did have like a refrigerator, a microwave and stuff in my room. So that definitely, I know y'all hearing the rooster. It's not even early in the morning and the rooster crowing. Why? Just act like you ain't even hear that. So yeah, so as I was saying, I had like the whole works in my room, unless I wanted just like a hot meal when my family cooked, then I was provided that. Of course, there was no interaction at all. And I definitely think I love being in quarantine because I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to do nothing for 2 whole weeks. And I was just chilling. I literally was just chilling. I had, the ensuite. So the bathroom was in there. And I said, I had my own refrigerator, microwave. So I had all my drinks, all my snacks that I wanted or that I eat. So I was definitely well taken care of, shout out to the fam bam. Got a lot of mangoes, dropped off mangoes for me during my quarantine, and I was so happy. Those are probably the best set of mangoes that I eat in years, to be honest. Like the real deal. Them was sweet. They were just bomb. So I, got some things dropped off by family members. I was under 24-hour security, but that's basically, they had someone that would be at the residence, not inside, but they were like around your premises 24/7. There were multiple check-ins a day. Honestly, earlier I heard about people saying that people broke quarantine. I don't know how. Honestly, I do not know how, because these people were on top of you like clockwork. Like they were checking in like multiple times a day, from the security to the client support officer. So you had an assigned client support officer, which was basically someone from government. And then you had your 24-hour security. Basically, you were watched 24/7. I wasn't going to break quarantine, obviously. Like I would have never put other people at risk. And, of course, that would be my family and friends. I would never put them at risk anyways. But the security was strict and they were constantly checking in. Time for the 14 days, I think it flew by fast. It wasn't really a bother to me. There was some days I was a little agitated because I was kind of like, okay, I'm kind of ready for the quarantine to be over. Like I want to go beach. But it was like, okay, the time was still flying fast, if that makes sense. But the last couple of days, I felt like when it was like, I think I had like maybe 2 more days left. I think that's when I was more like, okay, I want this quarantine to be over and for me to test negative for my COVID test so I could get out of this quarantine. Because getting a negative COVID test was mandatory for you to be able to be released from quarantine. So I actually will insert video of the day that I went to go take my test, so y'all can just see what that was like. Hey guys, morning. Today is actually COVID-19 testing day. I have been quarantined and you're going to take the COVID test. I don't know, like they say uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt. But I still kind of like iffy about this test. I gotta take it, so ain't like I could be like, nah, I don't want to take this. I'll definitely tell you guys, how it went, but almost done with quarantine once these results are negative. I'm seen outside, so I'm on my way to the medical facility to be tested. Wow, I ain't been outside literally since I come here, so it's good to get some fresh air. Okay, so yeah, I see my security back there. I took the test. Honestly, it kind of had like a tingle, but it really wasn't bad. It was like, think of like a long Q-tip. I thought like it was going to be like, I thought it would have hurt in a way, but I get what it mean when they say just a little uncomfortable, because it did kind of like tickle, but it was quick, like couple seconds, and like I was like boom bam. So I am on my way back home being transported, and I await my results. You can tell by the last clip what my thoughts were on the COVID-19 test. I definitely think like if I have to go to another location and they're like, oh, you have to take a COVID test, it wouldn't really be a big deal for me. It won't be something that I would want to do on every single trip if I'm traveling often, as this like post COVID-19 travel kind of starts to pick up. But I wouldn't mind if I do have to take it again. It really wasn't that much of a big deal for me. So that was just my experience. After I took the test, I came back into isolation. I was basically isolated again and I had to wait. Then they provided me with my results and then I was released. I did my 14 days quarantine successfully, got my negative results, and then I was free as a bird. So I have a lot of ideas and things that I'm definitely going to be showing you guys, and I can't wait to show you guys when I get to the beach, food ventures. Can't wait. There's lots for you to do and see here. So definitely look out for more content from your girl traveling with NIQUA. See you guys on the next video. Bye.